Do you ever feel like your brain has a million tabs open, just like your browser? You try to focus on one thing, but a notification pops up, a random thought derails you, and suddenly an hour has passed and you have accomplished nothing. I was trapped in that cycle for years. My focus was shattered, my productivity was a joke, and honestly, I felt like I was constantly failing. But what if I told you that a simple 10-minute daily habit, something anyone can do, completely rewired my brain and transformed my ability to concentrate? Stick with me because this is not another generic productivity hack. This is a practical, science-backed method that gave me back control of my attention, and it can do the same for you. Before we dive in, let me paint a picture for you. My mornings used to be a frantic mess. The first thing I would do, even before getting out of bed, was grab my phone. I would scroll through social media, check emails, and get hit with a tidal wave of information, demands, and other people's priorities. By the time my feet hit the floor, my brain was already exhausted and reactive. I was starting my day on defense, simply reacting to whatever the digital world threw at me. My to-do list felt more like a wish-I-could-do list. Deadlines would sneak up on me, and I'd pull late nights fueled by caffeine and regret, wondering why I could not just focus. Does any of this sound familiar? You are not alone. In our hyper-connected world, our attention has become the most valuable and most attacked resource. The constant pings, dings, and endless streams of content are literally training our brains to be distracted. So, what is this magic 10-minute habit? It is incredibly simple. It is called focused unplugging, but do not let the simple name fool you. The power is in the execution. Every single morning before I touch my phone, before I open my laptop, before I let the outside world in, I dedicate 10 minutes to a single, non-digital, monotasking activity. And here is the crucial part. It is not meditation in the traditional sense, though you could do that. The goal is to intentionally practice single-pointed focus on a simple, tangible task. For me, it started with making a pour-over coffee. I would focus on nothing else. I would pay attention to the sound of the beans grinding, the smell as the hot water bloomed the grounds, the slow, steady drip into the carafe. I would notice the steam, the warmth of the mug, the subtle changes in color. If my mind wandered to my to-do list or an email I needed to send, I would gently, without judgment, bring my focus back to the coffee, back to the sound, the smell, the process. At first, it was ridiculously hard. My brain, so used to constant stimulation, would fight back. It craved the dopamine hit of a new notification. Those first few days, 10 minutes felt like an hour. My mind would race, generating 1,000 important thoughts I needed to act on immediately. But I stuck with it. I treated it like a workout for my brain's focus muscle. Just like you would not expect to lift a heavy weight on your first day at the gym, I did not expect to have perfect, unbroken focus right away. The key was the gentle redirection. Every time my mind strayed and I brought it back, that was one repetition. That was me strengthening my attentional control. After about a week, something amazing started to happen. Those 10 minutes started to feel less like a chore and more like a sanctuary. They became a calm, quiet space I created for myself before the chaos of the day began. The beauty of focused unplugging is its flexibility. It does not have to be making coffee. Your 10-minute activity could be anything. It could be watering your plants, focusing only on the feel of the watering can and the sight of the water soaking into the soil. It could be journaling, writing longhand without stopping to edit or check your phone. It could be simple stretching, paying close attention to every sensation in your body. It could even be just sitting and looking out a window, observing the details of a tree or the movement of the clouds without putting on a podcast. The rules are simple. It must be for 10 minutes. It must be analog, no screens. And you must commit to focusing on that one single task. That is it. This practice is what neurologists call attention training. You are actively strengthening the neural pathways in your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for executive functions like concentration and decision-making. You are teaching your brain how to inhibit distractions and stay on task. The ripple effect this had on the rest of my day was staggering. Because I started my day in a proactive, focused state, that sense of calm and control carried over. When I eventually did open my laptop, I was no longer a victim of my inbox. I was the one setting the agenda. I would identify my most important task for the day and work on it with a level of deep focus I had not experienced in years. The urge to constantly check my phone or switch between tasks began to fade. It was not that the distractions disappeared. It was that my ability to ignore them had become so much stronger. My productivity skyrocketed, but more importantly, my stress levels plummeted. I felt less like a pinball being bounced around by external demands and more like the captain of my own ship, steering with intention. Projects that used to take me weeks were getting done in days. My creativity improved because my brain finally had the uncluttered space it needed to make new connections. So here's your challenge. I invite you to try this for just 1 week. Just 7 days. Pick your 10-minute, single-focus, analog activity. Maybe it is doodling in a notebook. Maybe it is tidying one small corner of your room. Maybe it is listening to a single song with your eyes closed, trying to pick out every instrument. Commit to it. Do it every morning before you engage with the digital world. Set a timer, put your phone in another room, and give your brain this gift. Think of it as your daily mental hygiene, just as important as brushing your teeth. This is not about adding another stressful task to your morning routine. It is about creating a deliberate pause that sets the tone for your entire day. It is about reclaiming your most precious resource, your focus. After a week, check in with yourself. Notice how you feel. Are you less reactive? Are you more present in your work and your conversations? I promise you, the results will speak for themselves. This small investment of 10 minutes will pay you back with hours of productive, fulfilling, and focused time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly believe this simple practice can be a game changer for so many of us struggling in this age of distraction. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more practical tips on living with more focus and intention. I would love to hear what 10-minute habit you are going to try, so please share it in the comments below. Let's build a community of focused minds together. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.